Coleen Rooney, 36, has won the defamation case launched by Rebekah Vardy, 40, after a dramatic trial. After weeks of waiting, a verdict came following 3 years of drama and bad blood between the two footballers' wives. Rebekah has lost her High Court-level battle she brought against Coleen Rooney over a viral social media post. In her ruling, Mrs. Justice Stein said it was likely that Mrs. Vardy's agent at the time, Caroline Watt, undertook the direct act of passing the information to the Sun. But she went on to say, nonetheless, the evidence clearly shows, in my view, that Mrs. Vardy knew of and condoned this behavior, actively engaging in it by directing Ms. Watt to the private Instagram account, sending her screenshots of Mrs. Rooney's posts, drawing attention to items of potential interest to the press, and answering additional queries raised by the press via Ms. Watt. The judge added, in my judgment, the conclusions that I have reached as to the extent to which the claimant engaged in disclosing to the Sun information to which she only had access as a permitted follower of an Instagram account which she knew, and Mrs. Rooney repeatedly asserted, was private, suffice to show the single meaning is substantially true. Mrs. Justice Stein said that Rebekah Vardy had faced vile abuse from members of the public following Coleen Rooney's post. She said, some members of the public have responded to the reveal post by subjecting Mrs. Vardy to vile abuse, including messages wishing her, her family, and even her then unborn baby, ill in the most awful terms. Nothing of which Mrs. Vardy has been accused, nor any of the findings in this judgment, provide any justification or excuse for subjecting her or her family, or any other person involved in this case, to such vitriol. Coleen, who is the wife of former England footballer Wayne Rooney, made claims that stories about her had been leaked from Rebekah's Instagram account. Rebekah, who is the wife of footballing pro Jamie Vardy, insisted that such claims were defamatory, taking her to court. The judgment in Vardy v Rooney was handed down by Mrs. Justice Stein today. The hand-down took place remotely, with nothing physically happening in court. The widely talked about court case drew to a close in May, after a roller coaster of events unfolded. Rebekah sued fellow footballer's wife Coleen for libel following the star's claims. The spat between the pair began back in 2019, when Coleen accused Rebekah's account of leaking stories from her private Instagram feed to the press. Rebekah has denied these allegations and subsequently sued Coleen for defamation. Coleen and Wayne missed the last day of the trial as they jetted off to Dubai with their sons for a family holiday. Rebekah attended the last day on her own as her husband Jamie prepared to play for Leicester City. In a now infamous social media post, Coleen accused Rebekah of selling stories from her private Instagram account to the tabloids. She claimed she had spent 5 months trying to determine who was sharing information about her and her family based on posts from her personal social media. She came to the conclusion, after sharing a series of false stories and using a process of elimination, that the leak was coming from Rebekah's Instagram account. As she denied the claims, Rebekah added she was so upset by the accusation. I thought she was my friend but she completely annihilated me, she claimed at the time. The BBC previously suggested that the legal costs of this civil case far outweigh any damages awarded, as it is thought the legal costs for each side could be more than £1 million.